Hey, it's me, unapologetically T. It done warmed up out here. So one of the things I'm learning, as you can even reflect on my own journey that I showed publicly, is responding to everything. You don't have to respond to everything, even if it's energetic. So if someone is sending you energetic attacks, and energetic attacks look like and feel like inward, that negative self-talk, that self-doubt, those are sometimes not just your fears. However, you have to take your power back. But sometimes those are not your fears and not your negative speaking. Sometimes that is some fucking attacks. Some people are sending you fucking attacks. They're speaking ill of you, and they don't realize what the power of the tongue is. So when they get in them little groups and them cliques with their coward ass friends, they speak ill about you, they hate on you, and that energy vibrates towards you. And so you're not going crazy, you're not fucking insane, you're literally dealing with energy that is flowing into you. However, you have to take your power back, and you have to be strong enough to know when it is you who is vibing low and when it is actually energy that is flowing towards you that is vibing low. People wishing death upon you with their thoughts, even if they don't speak it out loud, that is sending negative energy towards you. And they have to realize, like, literally, you really don't be knowing who the fuck is who. So when you do that shit, like, literally, you just signed your own death wish. And I think a lot of people think that death has to come to them immediately. Sometimes this shit is a longevity thing. So literally, don't be feeling discouraged that, like, people that has wronged you, or people who have literally you feel like they got away with shit. They ain't got away with nothing. This shit way bigger than this physical realm. We're just so focused on the spiritual realm that we forgot it was a spiritual one. And nigga, it is justice before death and after death. So, like, literally, afterlife is justice. Is you gonna have to pay for your consequences. You have to pay for your consequences here. Some of them don't even realize the reason that your ass tripped and fell and bust your face was because spirit was mad what you did to one of theirs. So literally, like, you got to stop playing with people who ain't did shit to you that's innocent. However, what I want to say to the people who literally have been victimized a lot throughout your life, you have to come out of victimized. You have to come out of victimhood. You have to reclaim your power, knowing that, like, literally, I am not all these thoughts. Some of these thoughts don't belong to me. And the ones that do belong to me, the moment that you face any of them, you get to have a clear point of view of, like, oh, well, you know, this shit ain't me. Or either, like, you could process and sift through what is actually being said to you, what that energy is actually translating. Sometimes it is not what you hear. Sometimes it's just what you feel. And you have to be able to translate that and process that. Like, you have to be able to call your power back in and literally take full-fledged accountability and responsibility for yourself. You have to regain control over yourself. So I wanted to come here and say, like, don't feel like you have to respond to every fucking thing. And if something is calling you to be angered and outraged, you need to sit with that. I don't care if it's our fucking government. I don't care if it was a person you thought was your friends years ago. I don't care if it was your mama or your daddy. You need to sit with that anger and that rage. It is valid, and you need to sit with it, though, so that you can heal whatever is causing the pain. So literally, even if it is motherfucking people on the internet that is behind keyboards, Twitter finger, being little Twitter gangsters and shit like that, like keyboard gangsters, like, you literally have to know and trust so fucking fully in yourself that literally these people ain't getting away with that shit. These people are living miserable fucking lives trying to project nasty fucking energy towards other people just so they can siphon their anger and their rage and their fear. They literally feed off of that shit. Like, they literally don't even realize that they clock in to social media. Some of them do. Some of them are consciously aware, and some of them ain't. Some of them think that their real job is when they clock in working for them white systems that was created. Some of them don't even realize that their real job is literally getting on social media and fucking siphoning energy. Like, they don't even realize that shit. Some people don't realize that, oh, their job ain't when they clock in every day. Spiritually, their job is literally to sit up and gossip and eat people's shit. Because that's what I call gossiping now. Like, that's people eating people's shit. Like, you sitting up there speaking about it. I had to tell my daughter this. Like, the moment you fall too fucking deep into, because she is a teenager, it's literally, she got to learn. So I'm not trying to shame her where she at. Like, but the moment you fall too deep into that shit, number one, you ain't gonna outgrow that phase. Number two, you're literally wasting your life. You're not even living your life. These people living their life and making their mistakes, and their mistakes gonna get them to where the fuck they gotta go, where they want to be at in life, what they done called in. You ain't even realizing that, because you too busy fucking miserable and gossiping about what the fuck somebody else done did, but you're failing to live your own life because that's what you're doing. You're eating their shit. You not even looking at the positives they done. You just eating up all the shit. You just eating all the shit, and then you take that shitty ass breath in mouth and go share it with the next shitty ass person. And y'all just eating shit. Y'all spiritual shit eaters. That's how I look at it. Y'all bottom feeders. And look, we all had a capacity to be all of this shit, but like at some point, definitely the people in my age group, when the fuck you gonna outgrow it? But at the same token, we don't have to respond to everything, and I'm learning that. I don't have to respond to every fucking thing. And I definitely won't be responding to threats. Bitch, if you made a threat towards me, I don't give a fuck whether I responded to you or not. Just know Spirit saw it. Whether I saw it or not, just know Spirit saw it. And on the other end of the spectrum, if we ever cross paths, I ain't gonna do nothing to you until you lay a finger on me, until you attack me physically. That's when you will get to see whether I'm rah-rahing or whether it's real over here. You'll get to see. But other than that, like, even if I cross paths with my enemies, like, if you ain't touch me, I'm not flying off no motherfucking handle. That's me losing control. And that's what the fuck y'all want. So that's what I've been learning. Like, not to react to every single thing. The abusers feed off that. Evil feed off that shit. So even though it's hard work, you gotta sit with that shit. You gotta sit with why you feel angered, why you feel outraged. Even if you want to respond, how about you write that shit out? Write that shit out of what you wanted to say and why you wanted to say it. Sit with it, read it over and over again. Matter of fact, if you don't even like writing, talk to your motherfucking self. Talk out loud. Speak that shit out loud. Get that shit out. But you ain't gotta give it to them. I swear to God, you ain't gotta give it to them. That's what I've been learning. Like, why even waste your time with a motherfucker that's miserable and going down quickly? Like, they're going down at such an accelerated rate. Like, why waste your time on that shit? And so literally, that's something I've been sitting out here in the sun just thinking about. And before I even got out here into the sun, I was thinking about that shit. Like, it was some shit some people said to me that I was literally like, I want to respond to this shit. And Spirit kept saying, like, don't respond to that shit. And it's like, why I can't respond to that shit? Because, like, motherfuckers gonna think I'm sweet or I'm pussy or I'm a punk. And it's like, well, why do you care what the fuck other people think? Like, for real, that is being pussy and a punk. For you to even give a fuck about what a pussy and a punk think. Why you care about what a coward think? Why you care about what a coward think? Most of them people would get in your face and wouldn't even say shit. They probably look at you and hope that you cower when they literally the cowards. We gotta take our power back. We gotta learn that, like, literally this shit that we've been taught about what's being hard and what's being soft and all this shit is perverted. Motherfuckers walking around stuck on stupid and then get mad because you don't want to be stuck on stupid with them no more. Nah, fuck y'all. Die slow, not quick.